Hello shooters and airsofters. Now we're gonna review the ViperTech GBBR. So specifically this is a URGI 2023 model or 2022 model. So let's get started. So ViperTech is not that popular, especially here in the Philippines. One of the most popular GBBRs here in the Philippines and maybe in the whole world is Wii. And most of the people know Wii. But here in the Philippines, ViperTech, they are clueless. Most of the people, they know GHK, VFC, KWA, WA. But ViperTech, it's not on the radar. Most of the geeks know the ViperTech here in the Philippines, but it's not. This one is not that popular. If you say it's ViperTech, it's a big question mark to them. So anyway, here. So actually, honestly, I don't know VT before I get this. I get this bargain from a friend. So I'm really lucky to get this rifle. So I guess this is really for me. So here it is. This is a URGI. Originally, it used the standard AR grip. I changed it with different grips. The buttstock, it uses the crane stock, I guess. And I just put the magwell and vector optics. So I'm still waiting for my Holosun or Holosun copy. So I'm gonna put it here, 510C. So here, yeah. Okay, so let's start and let's look at the externals. So the flash hider, this is a cool flash hider. It's hard anodized from here to here. So the receiver, lower and upper receiver, the handguard, that's all aluminum. The barrel, if I'm not mistaken, that is steel. If this is the flash hider is steel. Pins are steel. Safety is steel. This is steel also. Yeah, that's nice. For sure trigger is steel. The lock is steel. So this is really nice. This is a high quality CNC parts. So the external parts are CNC. So it's like the real steel. This is hard anodized. So that means this one is not easy to scratch. I've been using this, and I guess I already shot more than 2,000 to 3,000 rounds. Or I'm not really nice when I'm using guns or rifles or pistols or anyway any guns. I'm really hardcore. I'm gonna use it hardcore, but no scratches. Except for this one. I did a lot of filing on this one, so I will have a smooth reload, and this is the reload marks. Anyway, let's go back. So it uses the cool handguard with, look at that, markings, correct markings, which is nice. There's a semi-auto save. This one is functioning. So if you have jam bolt, you can push that button. Markings of Colt, they got it. They got it. Very nice. Also on this one, this part. So this one is aluminum, like we tested. This one is steel, the lock. I guess this is steel. Yeah, right. The lock is steel. So to adjust the hop up, you need to remove this. It's inside. There's a wheel, so it's like WA, I mean. So the pins are steel. These are steel. So the external, it's like real steel. The material is like real steel or almost near real steel quality. So this is really, really nice. Really, really premium. For example, you're gonna buy Tokyo Marui or GHK, then you're gonna buy the kits. Those are expensive. So this one, if you want the whole gun with a cool lower and upper frame and the handguard, go for this one. Go straight with this one. But if you want to buy kits, go for GHK or VFC or TN. So anyway, let's go check the internal. Here it is. After a few shots, still look new for me. Anyway, this is steel. All of the internal parts are freaking steel. Oops. It magnetized really strong because it's steel. Even this one is steel. And I'll Just gonna flip this over. There you go. Nice. So yeah, the 2023 or 2020, I guess this is 2023 model. It already has a buffer spacer on this one. I'm pretty sure it's not from my friend because he gave this to me almost brand new. He just tested it. So this is a good news for shooters or people that gonna buy this one. You don't need to put spacers. I guess you can add a little more, but for me, I'm already having a jam when I add small spacer because it already has a spacer. I'm not sure, you can ask ViperTech if you're gonna buy a brand new one if they have the spacer. But yeah, this one has a spacer and it's really nice spacer. It's not cheap. High quality. For the bolt, here it is. It's like the old, if you're familiar with ViperTech, most probably all of you are not familiar with it. Here it is. The bolt, this is one solid bolt. This is made out of steel. Sorry, you can see my foot. I'm just wearing my rags and slippers. So this is made out of steel. The nozzle is made out of aluminum. It's made out of aluminum. So this is still metal. This is metal. So people, all metal guys, you will enjoy having this rifle because this is full metal construction. So it's not that gas efficient. That's the only problem with this one. Even this one, not sure if this is steel. But yeah, this is a metal construction. Even the chamber is made out of aluminum, so it's not magnetized. This one, dust cover, is metal, and even this one, it's metal. So yeah, steel. I mean, it's steel. So yeah, so just checking or seeing the quality, build quality of this one. This is a tank. This is a beast. It's like the real thing. Even the trigger. You hear that? Hear that? The hammer spring? It's really strong. This is the strongest hammer spring on GBBR that I tried. The trigger is very crisp. It's not light. It's not light. It's really heavy, but the cool thing is it's very crisp. So I can still shoot it really fast even the trigger is really heavy. So that's a good plus for me. So if you're gonna make this a little softer with that kind of trigger feel, this is a beast in rifle shooting. So maybe I'll just gonna change the hammer spring and it will be much better. About the recoil spring, or I mean the buffer spring is really strong. It reminds me of pistol caliber carbine buffer spring. It's almost near to that one. 22 rifles is much lighter compared to this one. So yeah, it's like a real thing. It's really a good training rifle for collection. It really looks like the real thing. But the only question is the performance. So we're gonna try it on the range, or I already have a video of this one shooting in the range. I guess it's already 4,000 rounds. So here are some, I just do some modification on this one. So I remove the edges, so you can also do that one. So to avoid damages, because guys, even this is made out of aluminum, you can still break this one. So for me, to be honest, I'm not a fan of aluminum nozzle. So by looking at it and by testing it, this is not gas efficient. This eats a lot of gas. Seriously, it eats a lot of gas. But the recoil impulse and the feel, it's really nice. So I'm gonna show you my video testing on this one. So we're here at Master Airsoft Shooting Range here in Ayala, Manila Bay. So yeah, let's try it. It's very far target. It's from there. We're gonna shoot this small target. So let's go. So guys, so I just take the tracer. I guess it shoots good because the threading of this one is different. So it's for the real seal thread. So Ace-Tech has negative 14 thread, so it won't work. Now we're gonna shoot a far target. I guess it's a 19-meter plate. So let's try it. That's far. So let's try to put this target further. So I'm trying to put this. The last time we shoot around 19 meters. I'm using I guess that's BLS Tracer .3s. My shots are going up. So most probably if you're gonna shoot that rifle like Explosive Enterprise, they said you should use super heavy BBs like .32s or heavier. So I guess, yeah, that's right. So you need to use those kind of BBs, or maybe I just need to adjust my hop up. In practical shooting, I'm using .28s because I'm using a Shadow 2. Shadow 2, you need to tighten the hop up so it won't your BB won't fall from the gun. So that's the reason why I'm using .28 instead of .25. So yeah, now I'm arranging the targets. I'm putting it in 40 meters. So let's try it. Most of my shots are going up. I hope I can still hit the target from very far. This is extremely far.
So I'm not gonna show you the result because maybe out of 30 shots I just hit it once, the plate. So it's very impossible for me to hit that target because I haven't adjusted the hop up and my BBs is only 0.3. So if I don't want to adjust the hop up, I guess I should use heavier BBs, or it's not guess, I should use heavier BBs around 0.35 to 0.40 so I can hit this target. So anyway, let's go back to the video. So here are my findings after shooting this maybe around 3,000 plus rounds. I shot it in 2 sessions. So one big problem, and which is already mentioned at Explosive Enterprise review. So I highly recommend to watch that. It's a full in-depth review of ViperTechs and how to improve the ViperTechs. Again, in Explosive Enterprise, what they mention is the mags are shitty. VT mags are shitty, and I highly agree. I'm using VT mags. I have 3 VT mags. I'm practicing my reload, and I'm using a drop box. So I accidentally dropped my magazine, I guess, on the hard part of the box. So after I look at it, mag lip, it pushed downwards. So I tried to fix it. After I fix it, it gives me a little misfeed. I tried to fix it and put it in my gun. Then suddenly, it's already broken. So even it's aluminum or cast alloy, I guess it's cast alloy or cast aluminum, it's not durable. Again, it's not that durable. So if you're gonna drop your mags, better change your magazine to maybe GHK and then buy a lot of mag lips, or replace it with aluminum mag lip by Pablo. So for the magazine, that's one of the big problems. It's problematic mags. So it's expensive mags. It made out of aluminum, so it's very problematic and cool down, and the mag lips are shit. And also, if you fill it, the magazine, fill it with too much fill, the rifle, it cannot cycle. It's having a hard time to knock the valve. So yeah, maybe you can lessen the power of the buffer spring so it can cycle the rifle. So even it has a low blowback, it can still cycle it. So yeah, that's for the mag. So I highly suggest change the mags, get a GHK mags, do some modification. You will see it at Explosive Enterprise. I'm gonna put the link below, and it will be a good rifle. No, actually not yet. The next problem is the cooldown. So you're gonna see at my video, there are some misfeed that I'm having, and it's very cloudy, the rifle. It's because the rifle has a very high cooldown, and it's getting cold really fast. So you need a warmer if you're gonna shot it really fast. So in practical shooting, we're shooting the guns, the pistol, the rifle really fast. At training especially, I can shoot 30 rounds within less than a minute. So after that, I'm gonna fill it up again, I'm gonna shoot it again. So the rifle is having a hard time to cycle. So you need a warmer if you want to use the VT mags. And also, I'm not sure, I have misfeed on the magazine. Maybe it's already moist at the mag because it's very cold. You can see at the video. Yeah, so again, because it has aluminum mag, what you call that, nozzle, the cooldown is really high, and even because of the buffer spring or recoil spring, because it's hard, you will have a high cooldown. So what else are the problem? The accuracy, it's fixable if you're gonna adjust the hop. So you need to adjust the hop so you can use a little lighter BBs. I guess the default of my rifle is at 0.35 or 0.40. So I just need to adjust it. So if it is over adjust, for sure your BBs will fly everywhere. So they mentioned that they have good accuracy if you change the hop of rubber. I guess I will agree on that. Next problem is like the other people saying the BBs. It's really picky at BBs. I'm using Farsan BBs and BLS Tracer. They work fine. Sometimes I still have misfeeds and jams sometimes. Especially if you're using shitty BBs, it won't work. The rifle won't work. So it's very picky on BBs. So you need to be careful with it. So you're gonna have a big problem if you already no supply of BLS BBs. You can use maybe ICS or Farsan. You can use them. Yeah, it's the same brand. But I guess like Explosive Enterprise, you can do the modification that he did on the chamber. Then the problem will be solved. So here are the good stuff. First, the trigger is really nice. Even it's around 4 to 5 pounds, but the trigger reset, the trigger brake, it's smooth, crisp. It's really nice. Second, the controls, the safety, the charging handle. It's really nice to manipulate. You're not gonna have a hard time. It's not hard. The mag release, at first, it's too use it, or you can file it if you want to. It will be nice. It will be very nice to use. Also, the furniture, the upper and lower receiver, it's made out of 6061 aluminum, and it's hard anodized. So even you put your rifle at rough surfaces or you bump it somewhere else, you're not gonna have those scratches, those stupid scratches. So most of the parts are made out of steel, and the aluminum is high quality. So it's like a real gun. So all of the aluminums that needs to be aluminum, it's aluminum. All of the steel, it's already steel. So that's a good stuff about ViperTech. It's about the premium parts that they put to it, and also the attention to detail, the markings. It's really nice. It's really nice. The price is a little high. No, it's not a little high. It's expensive. This is one of the Gucci rifles that you can get. or maybe this is the most Gucci rifle that you can get in GBBR. You can get this around 1,500 USD. So that's not cheap. You can buy 2 or 3 GHK rifles at that price. So it's not cheap. But again, it's a pre-upgraded rifle, but the problem is you're gonna spend that big amount of money, but you still need to do a lot of modifications so the rifle will work fine or properly for a long run. So for me, can I highly recommend this? This is not for all. I can highly recommend this to people that is knowledgeable on taking their own guns, not afraid on touching or holding a file to file some parts on their rifle or do some modification, and also people that casually shoot if you don't want to do a lot of modification. So if you're a casual shooter, you're not gonna have a problems with this one, because you're not gonna have any problems as long as you're using good BBs to it, and it's a good showpiece. You will be amazed at the quality, external qualities, the aluminum, the premium feel. It's really nice. For a practical shooter standpoint, it's too expensive, to be honest. But if you have the money, go ahead, get it. Replace some of the parts, or maybe most of the upper parts you're gonna replace it, like the bolt, the chamber, the magazine. After you change those, you can use this on the practical shooting or speed shooting. So that's it. That's my information, or that's my findings about the ViperTech. This rifle, I got it on a bargain price. That's the reason why I have this. So if I have the money, to be honest, I'm not gonna get it. But if I have extras, I'm gonna get it, or if I'm rich. So yeah. So this rifle is nice, but it's just expensive, and there's a lot of work to do to make it work properly. But once you do the work, this is a very, very nice masterpiece. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video, and I hope you learned something from it.